All right, so there are a few reasons why Aaron Rodgers coming back this season I think is a horrible idea for the Jets, for their organization, for their fans, for the players. Number one, let's just look at the reality. This is a soon-to-be 40-year-old man with what is considered to be the worst injury you can suffer as an athlete, a torn Achilles. Now, there's some cutting-edge surgery with cutting-edge rehab, but the reality is you're 40 years old trying to come back this season. If you come back at any point this season, it would set the record. Set the record for the quickest return from an Achilles injury. We're talking 3, 4, 4.5 months. If he's back in January for the wild card weekend, let's just say. Quick math, October, November, December, January, that's 4 months. He's back on the field after an Achilles injury. You think that's going to be okay? You trust him to not re-injure that Achilles? Because if I'm the Jets, as Joe Douglas, the GM, as Robert Saleh, the head coach, as Garrett Wilson, who's excited to play with him, as Alan Lazard, who went to the Jets because of Aaron Rodgers, as a Jets fan, I would be freaking out of Aaron Rodgers coming back too early, injuring himself again, maybe having 2024 be shot, maybe having his career end. I mean, that's not a ludicrous statement to speculate if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt again because he comes back too fast from an Achilles injury at 40 years old, that his career could be over. I would be worried about that if I was anyone associated in the Jets organization or a Jets fan or even a Jets player. 2023 is over. The Jets offense sucks. Don't right now risk 2024 and beyond by rushing Aaron Rodgers back to save what is already a lost year. The science is great. His rehab is cutting edge. I get it. He's shattering all these records. Cool. And now I think there's a reason why he's on Pat McAfee on Tuesday saying, oh, actually, that was just kind of tongue-in-cheek. I'm still a long ways away. I think he knows deep down there's no way he's returning. I think Aaron Rodgers truly knows he is not playing football again this year. And that, to me, is the right decision. You cannot jeopardize 2024 by rushing him back and maybe losing the rest of his career and now trying to pick up the pieces and scrambling. That's one reason why I don't think it's a good idea whatsoever for the Jets to bring Aaron Rodgers back, or for Aaron Rodgers himself to want to return to the field. The risk of re-injuring yourself, especially with this new surgery, I mean, do we really know if it's this new and this cutting edge, how truly well this surgery holds up in such a short timeline? There's nothing I've seen that says that you're fully confident and fully guaranteed to not re-injure yourself. Even worse, if you're out there earlier than you should, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't push it if I'm Rodgers or the Jets. But also, the thing is, even if he himself doesn't push it, this team is not very good. This offense is not good. How much is he really going to save this team? I don't think a lot. I don't think Aaron Rodgers, if he comes back at any point this season, is saving this Jets offense. Because you know what? This offense is worse than just the quarterback. Everyone wants to blame Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is not a good quarterback. I am not defending Zach Wilson whatsoever. But the reality is, the problems for the Jets are more widespread than just the quarterback. The offensive play caller stinks. Nathaniel Hackett owes his entire career to Aaron Rodgers. He was not the head coach of the Broncos. He is not right now the offense coordinator of the New York Jets because of his offensive innovation, because of his ability to call plays. He's friends with Aaron Rodgers. He's someone that Aaron Rodgers likes. He's probably Rodgers' yes man. He's smart. Whatever Aaron says, Hackett agrees with it. And that's why Aaron likes him. You're seeing now, he doesn't put his players in positions to succeed. He doesn't call good plays. He's not creative. So the guy calling the plays is not very good. The offensive line stinks. That's why Rodgers got hurt in the first place. So him coming back, are we really going to expect this offensive line to all of a sudden, out of nowhere, rise up and start pushing guys around? No. So you're going to have a 40-year-old quarterback under center at some point this year, coming off a torn Achilles, playing behind a bad offensive line. That didn't sound like a good idea whatsoever. The receivers outside of Garrett Wilson stink. The running game, which you're supposed to lean on with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook is inconsistent at best, partly because the offensive line can't pave the way for them. So it's like you look at this offense, there's not a lot of talent. They're not very good. So like how much can Aaron Rodgers even help this team this year? I don't think a lot. Which is the reason why, if you're the Jets, I don't think you should rush Aaron Rodgers back. If you're Aaron Rodgers, I don't think it's in your best interest to rush your way back to return at some point in December or January. This season's over. I think the risk of re-injuring yourself and possibly ending your career is far greater than the reward of coming back and playing. And I don't think this Jets offense is going to be that much better, like night and day better, with Aaron Rodgers this year, quarterback, compared to Zach Wilson. Wilson stinks. He's not very good. But now there's the offensive line, the wide receivers outside of Garrett Wilson, the running game, or the play caller. So you have so many right now flaws and issues. I don't see one guy coming in and drastically changing this Jets team's fortunes. Not this year. So that's why for me, any thought of a comeback for Aaron Rodgers is a horrendous idea. Horrendous idea for the Jets. Horrendous idea for Rodgers. I don't see the upside. And like I said before, I don't see how this scenario, any scenario, ends in a positive if he's back on the field at some point this year. I don't see a good ending for the Jets or for Aaron Rodgers.